Welcome back to the Relaxing Ghost channel here on YouTube. As always, your host with the most, Ghost. Today we have another unboxing to do. We got some Blu-rays for you guys today. We got some really cool Blu-rays to check out for you guys. And the cat is just going crazy. So we got 4 pickups today. I was able to find the newest WWE DVD that was released on Tuesday. We got Hell in a Cell. So I'm happy to finally pick that up. You know, it seems didn't go to Walmart, so I went to another place. You know, Walmart's been on and off lately with releases, so I'd figure I'd just go out of my way and make sure I got it. And yeah, Hell in a Cell, it's really cool. Of course, follow us on Twitter. If you're new to the channel, I'll be posting quite frequently, whatever. You know, I really don't post much, but a lot of random stuff. So Hell in a Cell, make sure we'll be doing a full video on this. Try the old card trick, but don't think there's many Hell in a Cells with a special card. We got the Miz. Nice Miz card. Yeah, just your basic Hell in a Cell cage, mesh style cage disc art. Bobby Lashley. So this is actually a decent way to end the pandemic era, the Thunderdome, whatever you want to call it, the COVID era. You know, Hell in a Cell really surprised me. I was actually into a lot of those matches that night, and you know, the Roman Reigns Rey Mysterio match is on the DVD, so if you were wondering about that, yes it is. So really cool. And we got a package here from IVP Videos with some Japanese stuff. So I will leave a link in the description if you're interested in DVDs or Blu-rays like these. They have an assortment of stuff. No WWE, but lots of stuff here. I got 3. And these were about $10 each or something like this. Yeah, first up, we have the Super J Combo Pack. You know, classic Japanese tournaments here for the, you know, once known. I believe this initially was just a tournament, but later turned into the J Crown and the light heavyweight championships and all that, junior heavyweight championships. But yeah, these ones, you know, a lot of good names on here with Jushin Thunder Liger, Wild Pegasus, Great Sasaki, Black Tiger, El Samurai, Taka Michinoku, Dean Malenko, Negro Casas. And 95, we got Liger, Gato, Wild Pegasus, Ultimo Dragon, Dos Caras, Jericho, Sho Funaki. So there's some really good matches on here. No real discard or anything with sets like these, but you know, it's really cool to own both the Super J Cups on a Blu-ray. Yeah, really cool to have, you know, just random events on DVD. You know, let me know some of the random events you guys might have. And then next up, we're all familiar with the Tokyo Domes and the Wrestle Kingdoms. So before there was even ever a Wrestle Kingdom, the New Japan would, you know, they were consistently running a January 4th show. It was never, a big attraction, but it was, their biggest event of the year. The Tokyo Dome was always, a show you'd wanted to see. And, highlighted by some of these matches, you could probably tell it was usually their biggest show of the year. Start the year with the biggest show. So again, another just kind of one disc set. Let's IVP videos. If you guys aren't familiar, they're just random kind of Japanese style Blu-rays. And yeah, this is just all the main events from what they're calling before Wrestle Kingdoms. They would just call them, January 4th specials and Tokyo Dome specials. And this is just every main event up until the first Wrestle Kingdom, which we have volume 2 here. Or I guess, Wrestle Kingdom main events from 2007 through 2016. So we got the first 10 main events of Wrestle Kingdom on DVD. So one event I'm actually looking for is Wrestle Kingdom 11. So I'll be probably buying that soon, since I do have Wrestle Kingdoms 10 and 12 on the Blu-ray. So yeah, let's run down some of these matches. Let's take a look at that artwork. Got Nakamura, Tanahashi there. Inoki. We got Riki Choshu, Riki Dozan, Fujinami. Some of the all-time greats have performed at the January 4th Tokyo Dome specials, and we have Genichiro Tenryu versus Riki Choshu, Fujinami versus Choshu, and then later on, Scott Norton and Muto. I'm actually surprised that there's no Vader in the main event of a Wrestle Kingdom or whatever. But then we get into Sasaki versus Kawada, some matches with Yugi Nagata, and the Nakamura era started in 2004, and it was Nakamura versus Takayama. And the following year, he faced Tanahashi, and then in 2006, faced Brock Lesnar. So very cool. New Japan's championship history is scattered throughout the years, where they kind of unified, several different championships to create the IWGP Heavyweight Championship. And it later unified with the IC Championship, which we know today. They unified just last year, or even this year, I believe. And, well, they finally got a new singular championship this year. And on this one here, the first Wrestle Kingdom main event would be Muto and Chono versus Kojima and Tenzan. And Tanahashi has main evented, I think eight of the first 10. It's really incredible to see, just how big of a name Tanahashi was in the build of Wrestle Kingdoms and, the new wave of New Japan. He, like they say, he is the ace of New Japan, and that's far from, what they preach. This guy was being groomed to be the man. And just here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, Yeah, 8 of 10, 6 in a row. And then he did main event this past couple years back, I believe, versus Omega. Yeah, so whatever year that was, I believe he main evented with Omega. One of the best main events in a while. Now everyone's on the Okada train, but if you look back, Tanahashi was the man for several years, and it's going to be a blast to go back and watch all these great matches here. Before Okada, and even in the build to the Okada stuff, it was Okada challenging Tanahashi, and they've had probably 3 matches at Wrestle Kingdom. I believe Okada's won at least 2 of those. So very cool pickups today. So this Super J Cup, very cool. Always been a fan of these tournament style pay-per-views and whatnot. Some of my favorite events, like Survivor Series and think of the early King of the Rings pay-per-views. Those are the kind of events I enjoy watching. King of the Ring, more sporadic matches with you might have your championship matches, a couple of other matches, but really focusing in on the King of the Ring tournament. And then you have other pay-per-views which are strictly tournaments, kind of like Super J Cup and whatnot. And the G1. G1 is a completely different event. So anyways, let me know your thoughts and comments below. If you were able to pick Hell in a Cell up, let me know your thoughts. As always, we'll talk to you later. Peace.